evening, and thank you for joining us at our City Council meeting. We'll go ahead and get started. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Adamson.
Here.
Gray.
Here.
Cheatham.
Here.
Johnston.
Here.
Lurick.
Here.
Manon. Black.
Here. Thank you. If you'd please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, after which, if you would remain standing for an invocation which will be offered by Tamlin Carson from the Buddhist representative.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tamlin and her therapy.
And her crew. Oh, he's got his head in the back. There we go.
May all beings everywhere plagued with sufferings of body and mind quickly be freed from their illnesses. May those frightened cease to be afraid, and may those bound be free. May the powerless find power, and may people think of befriending one another. May all things be peaceful. May all things be happy. May all things be safe. May all things awaken to the light of their true nature. May all things be free. Evoking the presence of great compassion, let us fill our hearts with our own compassion towards ourselves and towards all living beings. Let us pray that all living beings realize that they are all brothers and sisters, all nourished from the same source of life.
Thank you. For my favorite people and definitely my two favorite dogs. So we'll move to the consent agenda. Agenda item number 3, the following business items may be approved by one motion and a vote. If any one member of the council so desires, any matter listed can be moved to a separate agenda item. A, Treasurer's Report. Council may wish to consider the Treasurer's Report for September, showing cash and investments as of September 30, 2019. Good evening, Ashley.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Ashley Welsh, CFO. I'm here to give the Treasurer's Report for the month of September 2019. The city had total cash and cash equivalents of $55,316,927, total long-term investments of $4,917,984 for a total of $60,234,911. This amount is down $788,366 for the month of September. On page 2 of the report, we have highlighted key receipts for the month. The Transit Rural Fund received state grants for fiscal year 2019, the month of June, for $44,507. The Transit Urban Fund received federal grants for July of fiscal year 2019 for $103,530, and the airport received grants totaling $459,769. The remaining section of this page details the net change in cash and long-term investments for the city. Page 3 of this report is for trust funds. Trust funds had total cash and cash equivalents of $1,012,931 and total long-term investments of $3,799,415 for total cash equivalents, and long-term investments of $4,812,345. Total cash receipts for the month were $63,477, and cash disbursements for the month were $51,232.71. Then for a net change in long-term investments of a decrease of $35,698 for an overall decrease in the trust funds of $23,453. The next page lists all the funds' cash balances with their respective change for the month. You can see the general fund is still very healthy at $14,477,609. Page 5 is discussion and analysis for your review. And lastly, we have the 5-year trend of cash balances. You can see that this report continues to reflect a very strong cash position for the city. I'll go over the negative funds. Transit Urban Fund is negative pending grants. The Ambulance Fund is pending payment from Bannock County. Street Federal Aid Projects Fund is negative pending a transfer, internal transfer, and CDBG is negative due to pending grants. Are there any questions?
Council, any questions? Thank you, Ashley. We'll move to agenda item, or to B, Golf Advisory Committee reappointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Ginger Smith to continue her service as a member of the Golf Advisory Committee representing the High River Women's Golf Association. Ms. Smith's term will begin November 4, 2019 and will expire November 4, 2022. Human Relations Advisory Committee appointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Malagana Osh to serve as a member of the Human Relations Advisory Committee, replacing Jamar Brown, whose term expired. Ms. Osh's term will begin October 22, 2019 and will expire October 22, 2023. D, resolution revised public transit department drug alcohol testing policy. Council may wish to adopt the resolution revising the drug and alcohol testing policy for transit department. Safety sensitive employees, replacing the policy previously adopted in December 2017. The revisions are based on recommendations from the Federal Transportation Administration triannual review of the city's policies and procedures. E, council decision, the Crossings Division 1 Final Plat, Second Amendment. Council may wish to adopt its decision amending the amended final plat for the Crossings Division 1, subdividing approximately 37.31 acres of land into 71 lots subject to conditions.
Mr. Mayor,
Council President Johnston.
I move we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
We have a motion by Council President Johnston and a second by Cheatham. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Johnston.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 4 is communication and proclamations. We have no proclamations, and I am not seeing any scouts, so we'll move to agenda item 5, calendar review. Council may wish to take this opportunity to inform other council members of upcoming meetings and events that should be called to their attention. On October 24 at 9 a.m., Joint Cities Bannock County, Idaho State University, and School District 25 officials meeting. November 7 at 5:30 p.m. is a clarification meeting. November 7 at 6 p.m. is a regular council meeting. November 14, 9 a.m. work session. Other events, October 26, Zubu at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This year's theme is Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee. As a reminder, general election for council seats 1, 2, and 3. Early in-person voting is now opened at the Bannock County Elections Office at 141 North 6th Avenue, or North 6th. Last day to vote early is November 1, is election day. November 1, election day is November 5. Annual leaf collection is scheduled for November 4 through November 30th. Leaves must be placed in compostable bags, not boxes or plastic bags. Leaves will be picked up in according to the regular collection day scheduled and then taken to Bannock County landfill compost site. We'll move to agenda item number 6, ratification of the Idaho Community Foundation grant application, Pocatello Municipal Band. Council may wish to consider an Idaho Community Foundation ICF grant application for the following request. A, ratify an ICF grant that Parks and Recreation Department staff submitted jointly with the Pocatello Municipal Band in the amount of $4,725, and if awarded, B, authorize acceptance of the grant and the mayor's signature on documents related to the grant subject to legal department review. The grant will be used to purchase the following: a brass clarinet or a bass clarinet instrument, replace sound system, needed music stand and chairs, and musical scores for use by the band during yearly summer concerts. There is no city match required for the grant.
Mr. Mayor.
Councilman Bray.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we authorize this grant application, that we authorize acceptance of the grant, that we authorize the mayor to sign all documents related to the grant subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have a motion by Bray and a second by Cheatham. Connie, could you please call the roll?
Gray.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Adamson.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Lurick.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 7 is discussion items. This time has been set aside to hear discussion items not listed on the agenda. Items which appear somewhere else on the agenda will not be discussed at this time. The council is not allowed to take any official action at this meeting on matters brought forward under this agenda item. Items will either be referred to the appropriate staff or scheduled on a subsequent agenda. You must sign in at the start of the meeting in order to be recognized. As a reminder, there's 3 minutes per person and a total of 15 minutes for this agenda item. We will go ahead and get started. Brett Phillips. Bart Phillips. Sorry, Bart.
Thank you. I was told by a city department employee to be here to discuss this item. The sewer line is crushed, and we assume it's somewhere on the other side of Poline Road from our property. And the city's been out. They denied the claim that we made originally, and they're telling us now that it's our responsibility to put in the sewer line, which is $14,000. And so what we're asking is for that to be set aside and that the city go in and explore whether they really crushed the line and should replace it, or whether the contractor that put in the sewers in the next door neighbors crushed the line and they're responsible. But we feel that we're not responsible since it's clear across the street from our property and we would have had no way to access it or touch it or do anything to it. We have dug up a section by the sidewalk on our side to see whether we could find the hole or the problem. There was a problem there. When the cable lines went through, they did lift the line a little bit. And so that was a problem there. So we did cut the pipe and tried to force the PVC pipe through the original sewer lines to get to the sewer, but it was blocked at the far end, at your end of the sewer, where it goes in from our property to this actual sewer connection, is our understanding. So.
Bart, is that across Poline Road?
It's Poline Road, and the actual connection to the sewer was across Poline Road from our property.
Okay.
But there has been construction when they put in sewer next door. I don't know whether they did anything or whether it's just a sewer problem that's caused by the crushed line from when the city put the sewer line in 2 years ago. And it's finally just creeped up on us, so. Either way, we feel that we
Tire
should.
store at Cedar and Poline, right?
What's that?
Your address.
2800 Poline.
So you're.
It is the
Color
tire store.
It's the tire store.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, so it's right there. So, but we don't feel that we should have to do the exploratory on that section of the city and tear up the road and pay for all that expense when it really, we had nothing to do with it, in our opinion. So.
Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll have a discussion with our Public Works Director and then we'll be getting back with you.
Okay.
Super.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bart. Nikki Taysom.
Nikki Taysom, General Delivery, Pocatello, Idaho 83201. In the preamble, it states, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and to ordain and establish the Constitution as the law of this land, and secure the liberty, for us and our posterity." I'm coming because our Constitution is under great threat right now. And with what's going on in our federal government, we need to rise up as American citizens, as a republic under God, which we just took a Pledge of Allegiance for. As the Constitution is the supreme law of this land, above all others, I read from Article 4, Section 4, "The United States shall guarantee to every state in the Union a republican form of government." We are not a democracy, that's socialism. Article 6 states, in the second paragraph, "This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made, or which shall be made, under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land." And I emphasize United States, under God, in order to form a more perfect union. Under the first article, it states, "No capitation or other direct tax shall be laid unless in proportion to the census or enumeration herein before directed to be taken." And in the fifth paragraph down, it says, "No money shall be drawn from the treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law, under constitutional law and pursuant thereof." Under the Fourth and Fifth Amendments, in the Fourth it states, but upon probable cause, referring to searches and seizures, that the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. We have so much taxation, so many fees, so many different things that are taking the fees, the lands, the monies from people that they are becoming destitute or losing all they have. The Fifth Amendment states, no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. I've attended the last couple meetings and I've appreciated the finance director providing the information from the finance report. And I had a question, and I know you can't respond to it right now, I wish you would, of what the state of Idaho investment pool is. There's almost $50 million in that. And I just thought, wow, what if all that money was back in the pockets of people in not only the city, but Bannock County? What could be done with that money? What homeowners could be making better improvements to their homes or small businesses? What beautification could be done? More jobs, more things that are hired right here locally with people with their own funds, not depending on others. And I know with things like nonprofit grants, donations and other things.
Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate it.
That violates constitutional
Thank you very much. I would like to, before we end the meeting, I'd like to thank the council for their work today. There was a lot of work done this afternoon with the tour and everything else, so thank you for your time and all the hard work you've done. We appreciate it. With that, we are adjourned.
Record.
New record.